Hey everyone, I'm Zach Daulton. I'm a filmmaker, and in honor of my short film Mayfield getting accepted into over 20 film festivals, getting 13 awards, and being in the festival circuit for a year, it is finally available online to watch now for free. I'm going to share some of my tips on how you can get your film accepted into a film festival. Before we get started, just remember that getting accepted into festivals can be really cool and open some doors, but film festival judges aren't the ultimate authority on whether or not you have a quality film. There are a ton of different reasons on why your film might not be getting accepted into film festivals. So the first tip that I have is have something to say. Film festivals aren't really a place for mindless entertainment or a showcase of production values. They're really looking for filmmakers that have a unique perspective on something. So find your voice and have something important to say with it. It doesn't matter if it's important to everyone else or not, it just has to be important to you, and that will come through in your film. Keep it short. Now, if you're submitting a short film into film festivals, it obviously needs to be short. And I know I'm a huge hypocrite in saying this because my film was 20 minutes long. Everyone kept telling me that I had to cut my film shorter so it would get accepted into festivals. And my attitude about the whole thing was no. My film was going to be as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. The story that I wrote and the story I chose to tell was a much longer story. So if you're gonna do a short film and you're in the writing stages right now, make sure you write something really dense and really short so you don't run into the issue that I have. It was 26 minutes long before I cut 6 minutes out of it. So if a festival programs your 20-minute short film, they're missing potentially 4 5-minute short films from 4 other filmmakers who could be out there promoting their festival, or 2 10-minute short films from 2 different filmmakers that can be out there promoting their festival, instead of just one filmmaker with a 20-minute short film. Just remember, don't cut your film short and cut important things out of your film, making it incomplete just because you think it has a better chance of getting into festivals. Enter a lot of festivals. So when I was submitting Mayfield into festivals, I was trying to get into as many festivals as possible. I entered over 50 festivals with an acceptance rate of about 50%. I know everyone wants to get into the really big film festivals, especially Sundance. Well, guess what? You're probably not going to get into Sundance Film Festival. That doesn't mean that your short film is bad or your film is bad. They get so many submissions, it's impossible to program all of the good ones. You don't know if your film wasn't accepted because it was too similar to something else, if there wasn't enough time for it, or if it just doesn't fit the theme or what they're going for that particular year. Make sure you enter festivals of all sizes. We all want to enter the big ones. We all want to get into Sundance, Slamdance, South by Southwest, TIFF, but enter all the mid-range and lower festivals you can enter, and especially the ones that you can probably make it to, because the festivals that you show up to, you're gonna get the most out of, and you're gonna connect with the most people and meet the most people and really make that festival experience worth it. And no matter how small the festival you get in is, be proud that you got into that festival, because not everybody is accepted into every film festival. Enter early. Try to hit as many early bird deadlines as you can for a couple reasons. The big reason is early bird deadlines are cheaper. I'm gonna only enter festivals where I can get the early bird deadline so I can enter more festivals. This may or may not be true depending on the festival, but I also think you have a better chance of getting accepted if you enter the early bird deadlines, because it's much easier to add your film to a blank schedule than to fit it into a schedule that's already full. Enter the right festival. So many people get bummed out when they're not accepted into film festivals, but a lot of the times they don't realize that their film is not a good fit for that festival. It doesn't mean it's a bad film. Make sure you look at what that festival has programmed in the past and see if your film would be a good fit for that festival based on what you know they already like. No matter what your film is about, there's probably a festival out there specifically for you. Share something interesting about your film. If you can get a film festival judge excited to watch your film or very curious about your film, there's probably a better chance that they're gonna like it and program it. So you made your film with zero budget with just some of your friends. Well, guess what? So did everyone else. That's not interesting enough to get a judge's attention. No one has any money when they're making these short films. With Mayfield, I told the festival judges that we built 2 of our sets inside of our lead actor's garage. So if there is something interesting that you can share about your film with the festival judges, do it and try to get them engaged and connected to the film before they even start watching it. And the last tip that I have for submitting into film festivals is use FILMFREEWAY. Now, I know most people are familiar with Without a Box because 10 years ago, it was the only thing that you could use to submit your film online to film festivals. Well, flash forward to today, they still haven't updated their website in 10 years. It's really hard to use, it's really hard to navigate, and you really don't know where anything is. FILMFREEWAY is incredible. It made the submission process so much easier, and I think I ended up submitting to more festivals just because of how easy it was to add festivals to my cart and check out. If you haven't checked out FILMFREEWAY, please do. It's incredible. It's a lifesaver, and it makes the process so much more enjoyable. It's just by far the easiest and best way to submit to film festivals. Thank you guys so much. Those are some of my tips on how you can get your film accepted into a film festival. If you have some of your own tips, I would love for you to leave a comment and just let me know what you think, and maybe there's some things that I don't know and I can learn from you. That would be incredible. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Zach Daulton. Make sure you check back next time for some more filmmaking tips.